What's up YouTube? Team Deception here with a new deck for the format. As a lot of you know, I was running Light Swarms last format, like towards the end. I figured with the new ban list changes and shit, I might as well modify and kind of convert my deck over to Twilight. Just letting you guys know, this is like the first time I've actually built Twilight with Light Swarms. So yeah, let's get to the deck. Monsters, 3 copies of Raikou. Flip, destroy a card, and mill 3. It's pretty simple and straight to the point. It helps get rid of threats on the field. It might not be as useful with Black Rose running around at 3 and people siding or maining my body as a shield now, but it's good for getting rid of back row at least. So yeah. Judgment Dragons, basically one of the boss monsters for the deck, you know, aside from Tragodia and Gores. 3000 beat stick, nuke field, fairly easy to summon now. 2 Celestias, tribute a Light Sworn, poke 2 cards on your opponent's field, so it's pretty useful. Lila, another card for to help get rid of your opponent's back rows. It's also a 1700 body. Helps with, you know, a whole bunch of situations. Like if you're going to drop Judgment Dragon, it's a good card for helping remove possible threats from their back row. Wolf, basically a 2100 floater, easy as shit to mill in this deck, so I found 2 to be a solid fit. Honest, basically a staple in all decks that use lights, especially Light Swarms and Twilight, so I really don't need to explain that. 2 Thunder King Ryo, with cards like Cyber Dragon floating around and like synchros and everything. I figured 2 Ryos mained is a good idea, plus it stops both players from adding cards from their deck to their hand, which seems pretty useful right now, especially with tuning coming out next set for quick draw. 2 Chaos Sorcerers, kind of another floater. You remove the light and dark and you can summon it. Gores, pretty standard, same with Tragodia. So yeah. Plague, pretty much, well, I don't know about some people, but I kind of see it as a staple for any Light Sworn or Twilight deck. Same for this. This is a must in anything that uses Light Sworns, pretty much. Depends on the number of Light Sworns you use, I guess. Lumina, basically just helps you put out Gyroth or a second monster, so that way next turn you potentially have something for Celestia or just for, you know, whatever. Gyroth, it's an 1850, allows you to mill extra cards and even possibly draw. Summoner Monk, this is something people were kind of against, but I actually find it to be very useful, considering one third of the deck is spells, or the other third is monsters, and the very small remaining amount is traps. But this helps me pull out Honest, Thunder King Ryo, Lila, Wolf even. It helps me bring out a lot of things that I can actually use. And finally for the monsters is Card Trooper. Light Sworns kind of need as many mill cards as they can, and this kind of helps. Spells, 3 Solar Recharge. Before this is kind of self-explanatory, but I need another Ultra Rare. If you guys have one, just let me know, because it's kind of annoying using 2 Ultras and 1 Super. But yeah, it's self-explanatory. 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, it's back at 2. I'm very happy about that. It's kind of a staple, but kind of not. A lot of people are going to be running chainable cards, but this helps just whenever you go to decide to make heavy plays. Can potentially destroy their bottomless. Royal Oppression if you're going for JD, it works. Just letting you guys know, I don't have gold sarcs yet. I need to get 5 super ones. Just kind of pointing that out there. But yeah, until then I have 2 monster reincarnations. I'm only supposed to be running 1, but because I'm again missing gold sarcs, I'm using 1 extra monster reincarnation. 1 Charge of the Light Brigade. This is kind of a must. It helps you search out key monsters like Lumina and Raikou. 1 Pot of Avarice, just kind of for late game, if you need to draw out something, or if you want to re-add wolves or something because your deck's kind of low and you have many ways of milling. It's an excellent card to use for speed. Reborn, and Darkhold, both basically staples this format. Cold Wave, this was going to be on Aura Darkness. I just don't have an extra one, and because I mean, with solar recharges, I had the 2 extra ultras. That's why I'm using one of my supers, but I don't feel like taking apart my allures either, so I'm just using Cold Wave, which is also just as useful. This is supposed to be the other Sarc, but I figure since wolves and stuff are in there, this is just as useful. And finally, the 2 traps are Beckoning Light. I feel that these are the only traps I need. I'm kind of considering using Decrees in here in place of some other cards, but I'm still testing around. So yeah, that's the deck. I don't know if you guys will really like it or not. It's kind of a unique build, and I haven't really tested or played with Twilight before. But yeah, that's the deck, all that good shit. Rate, comment, subscribe. Peace, YouTube.